I'm going to be a completely free course on how you can use Chat GPT. I guarantee you, if you watch this video from start to finish, you'll become an expert Chat GPT user. We'll be going over 15 different types of command prompts that you guys can use. Yeah, I think you're gonna be blown away by just how powerful Chat GPT is and the wide range of things that it can help you with. So what I recommend you do is not only watch this video, but as you watch it, follow along, create your own account, enter in the prompts with me, and I guarantee you that's going to be a much better way to learn. So let's get started. All right, so I have Chat GPT opened up right here. If you go to chat.openai.com, it's going to bring you to this page. We'll be linking this down below so it's a little easier for you. The first thing you're going to want to do is come here and click sign up. Now, if you already have an account, you can click login, of course, but I'll show you how to do this. Basically, it's going to want your email address. And another way to actually create your account is by signing in with Google or with your Microsoft account. So you'll enter in your email address here and click continue. It'll send you an email to confirm your account. And once you confirm your email, you'll be able to access your account. This is the dashboard for Chat GPT. As you can see, I have ChatGPT Plus, which is $20 per month as of now. But this is not required. As long as you use ChatGPT 3.5, either default or legacy, these are completely free to use. If you do, however, want to try GPT-4, you can pay for this account. But again, it's not necessary, and in this video, I'll be showing you how to use ChatGPT for free using 3.5. Over here on the left is where you can create new chats. The really cool thing about ChatGPT is that each of these new chats sort of remembers what you type. So you can view each of these chats as like a new conversation. It'll remember the context of other answers it gives you within that chat. Now, you do need to know that there are some limitations with ChatGPT. All the data ChatGPT has learned from goes up to September of 2024. So if there's anything that's happened since then, it's not going to know that. So take that into account when asking certain questions. It's not going to be able to answer questions on current events. Also, not every single answer is going to be 100% accurate. There may be some discrepancies or errors, so it's always important to fact check and make sure the answer is accurate. Now let's try Command Prompt Type 1, asking for facts or details. Just like with Google, you can ask ChatGPT to give you certain facts. For example, I can come down here and ask, who is the founder of Apple? It's going to give us our answer: Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. Now, this type of command prompt isn't that interesting because you could also do this on Google. But the cool thing about ChatGPT is that it's more like a conversation. Instead of having to scroll through websites and find the answer, ChatGPT summarizes all the info and gives it to you in one go, sort of like a better version of the Google Knowledge Panel. Here's another example. Who wrote the book To Kill a Mockingbird? Boom, it answers correctly. Super basic, but that's the first command type. Let's move to Command Prompt Type 2, asking for suggestions. Let's create a new chat here. You can ask ChatGPT for suggestions on pretty much any topic. I'm really into self-development, so I can ask, recommend 5 books about self-development. It gives me a list, and if I don't like it, I can just click Regenerate Response to get a different one. You'll see a 2 of 2 message. That means there are now 2 responses to the same prompt, and you can toggle between them. You can keep regenerating to get new versions. You can also thumbs up or thumbs down a response to help train the AI. Another example, what are some good shows to watch on Netflix? Keep in mind, since ChatGPT's knowledge ends at September 2021, none of these shows will be brand new, but you'll still get solid suggestions. So you can sort of think of ChatGPT as a concierge. You can ask it anything, and it'll give you pretty great suggestions. Third prompt, language translation. Not a lot of people know this, but ChatGPT is basically a Google Translate on steroids. It's a much better version. It can translate text a lot more accurately. That's because it takes context and social cues into account. With Google Translate, you're only getting a word-for-word translation. With ChatGPT, it knows how things are actually said in real conversation. So let's go ahead and try that right here. What I like to do is first give ChatGPT some context. So I'm going to say something like, I am currently traveling in Spain and I'm at a restaurant and I want to ask the waiter, what are your 3 most popular dishes? Can you translate this for me? Of course, you can ask the same exact question in many different ways, but this is how I asked it in this situation. You can see it knows exactly what I'm asking. It has the context and it gives us the translation, like this. ¿Cuáles son sus tres platos más populares? Now you might not know how to pronounce that, so we can say, how do you pronounce that? The great thing is, it knows what you're asking. It'll give us the pronunciation, which is super cool. Really useful for a real-world situation. So not only is this really good for spoken language translation when you're out and about, it's also really good for written translation. If you have blog articles, emails, basically anything that's written, you can paste it into Chat GPT and have it translate it for you. So the prompt for this is basically just translate and paste, or write the text here that you want to get translated. Let's copy the above Spanish sentence, and now say, translate into Chinese. It'll give you the Chinese characters and the pronunciation too. So yeah, get really creative with this. This is a very cool feature of ChatGPT. It's like having a language expert available at any time. Fourth prompt is comparing different things. ChatGPT is very, very good at this. It has so much information to pull from. Let's try. What's the difference between cats and dogs as pets? It gives a clean breakdown, talks about behavior, care, relationships with owners, etc., and it gives a summary at the end. Now let's say this is too long. You can say, rewrite this in under 200 words, or pretend like you're writing to a fifth grader. Click enter, and you can see now the language is much easier. It just says, cats are like this, dogs are like this, and a small summary, much more digestible. You can do the same thing for, what's the difference between iOS and Android? And then ask it to focus more on the security part, or rewrite this in bullet points, or compare these two based on camera and battery only. You can keep narrowing it down, and it remembers everything you said earlier. Okay, so fifth prompt is creative writing. This is one of the best use cases. ChatGPT is amazing at writing. It can do emails, blogs, songs, poems, jokes, scripts, even short stories. Let's start with something fun. Write a short story about a caterpillar that falls off a tree, loses his family, and then is reunited. Make sure it's super funny and feel good. So I've given it the storyline. I also said make it funny and feel good. It immediately starts writing. It even gives the caterpillar a name, like Carl. And bam, we have a story where Carl gets lost and finds his family again. Now I want to make this a song. Rewrite this as a song. It generates a song with verses and chorus. Now say, rewrite this as a poem. It gives you a full poem. Want it in haiku format? Rewrite this as a haiku. Use 5 to 7 to 5 syllables. It'll do that too. Now let's move on to email writing. Write me an email to the Land Rover dealership saying that they overcharged me for a repair. It was a windshield repair on Thursday. My name is Charlie. I'm writing to Frank. Be super nice. And it writes the email. It sounds professional, polite. You could copy-paste it straight into Gmail. Let's go further. Write a cold email template for job applications. It'll give a reusable format with placeholders, company name, your skills, etc. You can also say, rewrite this in a more confident tone. Rewrite this in under 100 words. It's extremely flexible. Now let's move to sixth prompt type, brainstorming ideas. Let's try. I'm having a birthday party with 20 friends. We want something outdoor, under $50 per person. Give me 5 ideas. Boom, beach day, picnic, hike, bike tour, outdoor movie night. Let's say I liked picnic. Now I say, expand on picnic in the park. Give me a step-by-step plan. And it gives me, pick a date, bring food, get a permit if needed. Activities setup, cleanup tips. It's super specific and actionable. Now let's say, I want to start a business. It's a meal prep brand. Give me 8 business name ideas under 20 characters. It gives 8 names. Don't like them? These are boring. Give me more exciting ones. It regenerates. Like one? I like perfect prep. Give me 5 more like that. Now, how would you build this business? It breaks down a strategy step by step. This is how you can use ChatGPT as a creative partner. Let's try now prompt type 7 summarizing text. Let's copy a paragraph from chapter 1 of Pride and Prejudice and say, summarize this. Boom, it gives a summary. Now say, rewrite this in outline format. Or explain this to a 10-year-old. Or rewrite this in bullet points. Or make this sound like a tweet thread. It can do all of that. You can paste a long document, news article, or policy memo, and it will compress it in seconds. Okay, now let's move to prompt type 8, generating lists. Example, I'm trying to lose weight. Give me 10 healthy foods to eat. It gives the list. Now say, I'm vegan. It regenerates a new list instantly. Want ideas for blog topics? Give me 10 YouTube video ideas about productivity. Or, give me 5 icebreaker questions for networking events. Okay, let's try prompt type 9 pros and cons. Let's compare saunas. Compare traditional sauna versus infrared sauna. Give pros and cons. It breaks it into sections. Traditional pros, cons. Infrared pros, cons. Want it as a table? Rewrite this as a comparison table. Need a conclusion? Which one is better for muscle recovery? It gives an answer based on your goal. This is perfect for product research, content ideas, or even decision-making. Now, 10th prompt is studies, quotes, and sources say. Find 3 scientific studies about optimal hours of sleep. Summarize them. It gives the study titles and findings. Just remember, Chat GPT can sometimes hallucinate studies. Always verify the citations if it's important. Want quotes? Give me 3 quotes about success. Or, what are Elon Musk's 3 most famous quotes? Or, give me quotes that explain why ChatGPT is the future. It does all of that. Great for adding value to presentations, essays, and social media posts. Let's move on to 11th prompt type, which is getting feedback on your writing. This is super cool, and most people don't use it. Let's say I copy some text I wrote for my website. Now I say, give me feedback. What's good, what's bad, and how can I improve? ChatGPT will say, what it liked, like your tone or flow, what could be improved, like structure or word choice. Now I ask, how would you rewrite this? It gives you a revised version of your own text instantly. You can also say, rewrite this in under 50 words. Make it sound more professional. Rewrite this for 5th graders. Add humor. Remove passive voice. Or even, provide an analysis of my writing style. It'll say things like, your tone is informal and conversational. You use lots of personal anecdotes. So whether you're a student, a writer, or just someone who wants to improve their emails, ChatGPT becomes your private editor. Now, 12th prompt is role-playing. You can literally assign ChatGPT an identity. Say, you are a Microsoft job interviewer. Interview me. It'll ask, tell me about yourself and the position you're applying for. You answer, and it gives follow-ups. You can even say, give me feedback on my answers. Ask me more technical questions. Simulate a tough interviewer. Want to practice for customer service? Pretend you're an angry customer. I'm the support agent. Or practice dating convos, or therapy, or negotiations. Anything. Even learning languages. You are a French waiter. Talk to me like I'm a tourist trying to order food. You can go back and forth in full-on conversations, role-playing any scenario. Just be clear in your first instruction. Let's move to 13th prompt explaining concepts. Let's say, a circle has a diameter of 10 centimeters. What is the area? It gives you the math. First finds the radius, 5 centimeters. Then plugs it into area equals pi r squared, then solves it. Don't get the formula? Explain the formula for finding the area of a circle. It will break it down, explain why it works, and show how to use it. Want it simpler? Explain this like I'm in 3rd grade. Or use analogies, give examples, turn this into a story. Now let's try. How do banks collapse? It walks you through all the reasons. Bad loans, panic withdrawals, liquidity risk, etc. This works for school topics, complex finance, history, science, psychology. You're basically using ChatGPT like a free tutor. Any subject, any level. Okay, so let's move on to 14th prompt type, asking ChatGPT what to ask it. This sounds weird, but it works. Say, I wrote an essay. What can I ask you to improve it? It'll respond, you can ask me to check grammar, summarize it, make it more concise, suggest stronger vocabulary. Same for coding. How can I use ChatGPT to write Python code? It gives you 8 specific things you can ask, like debugging, explaining syntax, writing scripts, optimizing performance. This is useful if you're stuck and don't know how to move forward. Ask ChatGPT what to ask next. Now finally, let's move to our 15th and last prompt type, which is using ChatGPT as a mentor. Now here's where it gets really powerful. Let's say I'm a 22-year-old college grad. I want to start a business. I have a $1,000. I like photography, tutoring, and websites. Give me 5 business ideas plus name ideas. ChatGPT responds with photography service name, Lenscraft, online tutoring name, TutorFlex, portfolio website builder name, Snapsite, event photo booths name, Flashbox, resume design help name, CV Snap. Let's say I pick number 1. Now I say, I like the photography one. How would I start that? It gives me a step-by-step. Buy gear, build a portfolio site, find your first clients, use Instagram, Google to market. Then I ask, what website builder should I use? It lists Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, Webflow, with pros and cons. And I say, which one is best for SEO? It'll answer that too. It's literally like having a smart business mentor available 24/7. The only thing it can't do is hold you accountable. That part is on you. So let me leave you with a few key points. If you want great answers from ChatGPT, be super specific. The more context you give, the better it performs. Give feedback. Don't like something, say, make it shorter or use simpler words. Think like a journalist, follow up, ask why, how, and dig deeper. Be patient. You won't get perfect results instantly. But if you treat ChatGPT like a powerful assistant, you'll keep getting better at prompting. Paj, I hope this video helped you a lot, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Peach Fuzz Media for more content just like this. We post tutorials on AI tools, productivity, personal growth, and how to work smarter using tech. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.